the alarming rate of increase in health difficulties these days, one could argue that nutrition and lifestyle both play a significant role in this problem. Although the majority of concerns with immunocompromised patients or adults entail a lack of the necessary ingredients or adequate organ functioning to aid in disease prevention, the liver is one of these important organs. The liver, as we all know, is a vital organ in the body because of its primary job of detoxifying and its position in the human immune system. The liver generates numerous compounds in the body, one of which is glutathione, which is extremely important to each of us. You're probably wondering what glutathione is. Don't worry, as this video will help you out with such a question. Like I said earlier in the video, glutathione is a substance that is produced by the liver and comprises the amino acids glycine, cysteine, and glutamic acid. Glutathione, which is also known as GSH, and is an antioxidant in plants, animals, fungi, and some other forms of bacteria and archaea. It is a substance that is capable of preventing damage to vital cellular components caused by reactive oxygen species like the free radicals, peroxides, lipid peroxides, and heavy metals. The presence of GSH in the body is very important to almost all living organisms, but we are going to be talking specifically about us humans and some of the reasons why you should try and add it to your diet. After giving a general or a basic view or idea of what GSH is, it's time to talk about some of the advantages or benefits that come with having GSH in your system or body. Before we continue with our first benefit of glutathione, consider subscribing to Natural Education to learn about your body and how you can improve your health every day. And now, let's dive into it. Number 1. Aids in the battle against autoimmune disease. There are a lot of autoimmune illnesses or diseases that generate persistent inflammation in various individuals, which can lead to an increase in respiratory stress for us. Rheumatoid arthritis, celiac disease, and lupus are examples of these kinds of disorders that we can experience if we have weak immune systems. Several studies have found that glutathione can assist alleviate or improve oxidative stress by either boosting or inhibiting the immune system. Autoimmune disorders damage certain cells like the mitochondria, and glutathione is able to protect mitochondrial cells by removing free radicals from these cells. So having foods that are rich in glutathione may help to avoid just damaging results. Number 2. Aids in the treatment of autism spectrum disorders. It is quite surprising, but it may help the little ones. One study conducted in 2011 discovered that oral glutathione supplements or injections could reduce some of the symptoms of autism. People who have autism spectrum disorder tend to have elevated levels of oxidative stress in their brains, which causes further inflammation in this area. By using glutathione, it may cause certain anti-inflammatory effects, and it appears that such patients have lower levels of free glutathiones in their brains, which may explain the elevated levels of oxidative stress, although more research is being carried out and needed to establish the impact of this substance. Number 3. Decreases the symptoms that accompany Parkinson's disease. We must all have heard of Parkinson's disease, an illness that usually affects humans above the age of 60 years of age and affects the central nervous system. Although there is currently no cure, an older study found that intravenous glutathione improved symptoms including tremors and rigidity. While additional research is needed, this case report suggests that glutathione may assist persons with this disease to minimize symptoms and improve their quality of life. It may be a similar case that glutathione affects inflamed brain area to prevent such condition to progress even further. Number 4. Improves insulin sensitivity. The word insulin probably took you back to your high school days, and the most common illness that is associated with insulin that we all know is diabetes. There are actually 2 types of insulin-associated diabetes, but in this video, I will be specifically concerned with type 2 diabetes, which is also called adult-onset diabetes. This type of diabetes develops as a result of the body either not producing enough insulin or resisting insulin. Insulin, as some of us would know from science class, is that it helps the body transport glucose from the bloodstream into cells that can be used for energy. According to some studies, people with insulin resistance had decreased glutathione levels, especially in cases like neuropathy or retinopathy. A study found that dietary supplements with cysteine and glycine boosted glutathione levels. It also lowered oxidative stress and damage in people with uncontrolled diabetes despite high sugar levels. That's why you should consider taking glutathione supplements or consider glutathione-rich foods such as asparagus, carrots, or melons. Number 5. Reduces respiratory disease symptoms. Respiratory disease is a very low and deadly disease, and for those encountering such problems, N-acetylcysteine is a medication used to treat conditions such as asthma and cystic fibrosis. It is commonly taken as an inhalant, as seen in our inhalers, and it is capable of reducing further inflammation in an affected area. Importantly, N-acetylcysteine is a byproduct of glutathione. However, even if glutathione is found in some foods, cooking and pasteurization diminish its levels significantly and may prevent health benefits that you could expect. Its highest concentrations are in raw or very rare meat, unpasteurized milk and other unpasteurized dairy products, and of course our freshly picked fruits and vegetables, such as avocado and asparagus. Number 6. Increases mobility for individuals with peripheral artery disease. People with peripheral artery disease usually have impaired mobility. When a certain type of disease called plaque clogs the peripheral arteries, it causes peripheral arterial disease. Participants who received glutathione medication daily were seen to improve more quickly than others, and also showed improvement in macro or microcirculatory parameters. This really shows that taking glutathione supplements or eating rich foods may prevent any pain in the future. Number 7. Reduces cell damage in alcoholic and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. A lack of antioxidants such as glutathione may accelerate cell death and damage the liver. Both people who abuse alcohol and those who do not can get fatty liver disease as a result of this. Glutathione has been found to help people with alcoholic and non-alcoholic chronic fatty liver disease and increase their protein, enzyme, and bilirubin levels in their blood. According to several trials, glutathione was most beneficial when given intravenously in high dosages to persons with fatty liver disease. Malandialdehyde, a compound used to measure the level of liver cell damage, was also reduced in the study participants. Another small trial found that taking glutathione orally had beneficial benefits on persons with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease who made proactive lifestyle modifications. Number 8. Coronary endothelial dysfunction. Endothelial cells are responsible for controlling the relaxation and contraction of our blood vessels, and also the dilation and constriction of arteries that affect blood pressure. People with or without atherosclerosis can develop a type of cardiovascular condition where endothelial cells become damaged and no longer function properly, increasing the risk of arrhythmia and stroke. So why do we need glutathione? Well, some studies examined how glutathione can help reduce blood pressure in people with coronary endothelial dysfunction. Participants who received glutathione infusions saw increased blood vessel diameter and blood flow, which together significantly reduced coronary risk factors and improved circulation. All these benefits showed that glutathione is an important antioxidant and is very essential for your body. Like I earlier told you guys, glutathione is a compound that reduces in production by the body as one gets older, so I advise each and every one to get glutathione capsules. And for those that do not like capsules, you could go for an intravenous collection of glutathione. Honestly speaking, the importance of glutathione cannot be overemphasized, as it is a well-known fact according to several researchers and medical personnel that most medical conditions usually arise from low levels or decreased production of glutathione in the body. With all the benefits that glutathione gives to the body, I feel it is also important for you to know that while supplements may be appropriate for some people, they may not be safe for everyone, and they could interact with other medications you might be taking. So my advice for you is to speak to your medical doctor or physician before starting glutathione supplementation to determine whether it will be safe or effective for you. If you enjoyed the video, why not consider to learn more about the ways on how to boost your collagen levels naturally, or find out more about the symptoms of vitamin E deficiency? Give it a go and let me know what you have learned.